Welcome to TrapFlix. We got a special guest in the house, and we're going to let him introduce himself and let us know what the deal is.
Man, 365 boss, man. Business over stupid shit, nigga. Man, Chicago's on, you know? AKA Gutter Man, too, so a motherfucker know, man.
So you coming up out that Chirac, huh?
Man, no question, man.
Okay.
Roseland, nigga.
Roseland, to be specific.
Man, the hundreds, Joe. Deep end, Joe.
Deep in. Okay, come on with it, man. Check this out. So, now that we got you here all the way in California, so what brings you to California, man?
Hustling, man. You already know what brings me to the motherland, man. Hustling, Joe.
Okay.
We in the Bay, man. Ain't no question what I'm here for.
Hey, tell us about yourself, man, and what you about, man, because the people that don't know you, we got your name, but tell us what you about.
Hustling, man. Getting money. That's what I'm about, man. I always been about hustling, man. That's it, man. Hustling. And right now, some music, entertainment shit, man.
What's some of your influences in the game?
Some of my influences? Shit. Master P.
Okay.
Man. Shit. Master P. Ghazi, shit.
Empire,
no question.
Okay.
Filthy.
Okay, Filthy Rich.
No question.
Town Business.
Man, Dolph
coming out that Memphis, man.
Man, you already know. Money Man, a real influence, though. I ain't gonna pump fake.
Okay, Money Man.
Man,
Shout out
no
to Money
question.
Man. Uh-huh.
Don't forget Zoe, too, man. JTthaBiggaFigga, man. All the time, Joe.
Would you say the music influence, what's your influence in terms of the street life? Because I see we got something on here say musically in the streets, but that's some of your musical influence. What's some of your street influence?
My street influences, man, that's something deep to get into, man. Man, my nigga that raised me, Joe. That's the only influence I really ever had, Joe. You know what I'm saying? And that shit go back, real. That shit go back so far, man. Well, that's another story for another day, because he had to tell his story, you know?
You gotta tell his story.
Yeah, certain shit you can't talk about, man.
There you go. How was the school life for you? What was, growing up in Chicago, what was the school impact on your life?
I'm an 80s baby, man.
So school was important or it wasn't?
Hell no, school didn't even count. That shit didn't even matter. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man.
Okay.
Man, we was on the block, you hear me?
Okay.
We ain't care about no school, man. It's crazy, because it's like, I was one of the smartest kids in the classroom.
What?
When I applied myself, and it shit got boring.
School got boring to you?
Yeah, because you watching these niggas on the block, man, with fly cars and bank rolls and herringbones and bad bitches and all that old shit, you hear me? So that shit was more enticing than sitting in the room, man. You know, you kind of find out now that shit was lies anyway. It didn't make sense to me back then anyway. You know what I'm saying? And now to figure out, you know how this shit go, man. JT, you're 80s, you're a 70s baby, man.
Come on.
You feel me? So you know how this shit went, man.
Real shit, though. Hey, look, I went to the 9th grade, got locked up, and I never
You made it that far?
I made it that far.
Oh, shit, I'm saluting you, man. You hear me?
Man.
That shit was boring to me after 7th grade, I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, hey, look, them lies add up too, boy. It'll cost you later in life, but luckily, the streets taught me. And that's what we're here for, to talk to the streets. You the real streets of Chicago.
Man, no question.
At what age did you consider jumping off the porch? What age was you?
Man, that's a rough one. Because, I remember when I was 4 years old, my auntie, she sat me at the table, and she taught me, how to read, write. She wouldn't let me go outside till I learned how to read and write. And once I figured that out, she taught me how to ride the CTA. And
CTA, what's that?
That's the bus service.
Oh, the bus service, okay.
Yeah, I forgot what they call it now. Damn, I forgot what they call it now. It's an acronym the young niggas got,
I thought
man.
y'all had trains out there.
Yeah, we got trains. We got the L, but
okay.
Majority is going to be the bus. Back then, it was, you was busting it, you feel me?
Busting it, okay.
Yeah, no question. We used to hustle off that motherfucker, you feel me?
Okay.
But when she taught me that shit, I was going and running. I say around 7 or 8.
Young age.
Man, that's regular for Chicago. nigga.
Okay.
7, 8 years old, that's regular. You feel me? Like
Okay.
some real shit. But when you say jump off the porch, it's like what you.
That's a term when they say you in the streets now. Yeah, street life.
Yeah, I say like. Man, when I first started making money on my own, man, and I was like 8, I was selling candy and shining shoes, man. Once I
You was
learned,
hustling.
oh, no question.
Okay. As far as your parents are concerned, what could you attribute to your parents in the way they brought you up? Like, did they add to your street hustle?
Oh, no question. My OG, she most definitely did that because from an early age, I say since I was 6, she used to give me like $150 every week for me to go buy my own clothes and for me to go, you know, do what at first it started, I used to buy toys and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I used to want the newest this and the new, you know, toy, you feel me? But then I used to get into clothes and shit. So it made me prioritize the shit that I needed versus the shit that I wanted.
Okay.
You feel me? She did that young and taught me how to manage money, taught me how to save. You feel me? I ain't even realized that shit till I was way older. You feel me?
Did you apply it though? What she taught you?
Oh, no question. I applied.
Okay.
Still to this day. You feel me?
Okay, so that's lifelong game.
Man, that's lifelong. I ain't know she was creating a boss. You feel me?
Okay.
No question.
Okay. Now that's a good thing to point out that sometimes moms tell us shit because she know already. But then as being young, we be hard-headed. But some shit moms say, nigga, hold on to it like it's the law.
Yeah, no question. Started me out. Like I say,
Yeah.
every Wednesday, no matter what, I know I go to the crib, it's gonna be $150 under my pillow. And my auntie Curl to be in the kitchen waiting on me. Like, what we going for today, you feel me? At first it used to be Toys R Us and Burger King, you feel me?
That's definitely
that shit got broke quick, you hear me? Niggas started getting into fashion and shit like that, little clothes and shit. So it worked out, you feel me? Showed me how to prioritize, like I say, my needs and my wants, you feel me?
Okay. Now, that's moms. Does the rank of the father in Chicago pass on automatically to the son in terms of rank in the streets?
To a certain degree.
So it will pass on?
To a certain degree, it's a level of respect that's passed on.
Is that amongst the older generation and the younger, or?
That's period. That's in life.
Okay.
That's life. That's something that's universal.
Okay.
You can't get around that. I mean, Pop's it's a level of respect that's passed on. From that point on, you got to earn your own.
Whatever your name gonna be, make your own name.
You got to make your own lane.
Okay.
But the level of your pops determine the level of respect that you gonna receive.
That you start with.
Yeah, because there's certain things that is an automatic given from being raised by certain niggas. Like it's just characteristics that be passed on just from living with a motherfucker. You understand that?
Do you think that the guys that didn't have a pops had to activate quicker because they didn't have no pops? A lot of these niggas growing up and they don't got their pops, so in California, niggas more wilder. I say niggas without daddies is more wilder, like, cause moms only could do so much, but the niggas who had daddies had more restriction.
It ain't so much as restriction. It's a different level of how they deal with it, how they deal with situations. You got the pops and the moms. The difference is like you understand this shit, but just for the audience to understand this, like you go to it's like right now if a nigga, you get fucked around by your homie, your partner or something, and you express this shit to your OG or your sister or a female, period. They first thing, man, you better go get that nigga back and get back and, all some rowdy shit, you feel me? Off emotions, you feel me? Your old man gonna simply tell you, man, you shouldn't have been fucking with him in the get-go. Leave that nigga alone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, go your way.
You feel me? A man, they operate with 90% logic. You feel me?
What makes sense?
What makes sense. They come from a logical point of view, like 90% logic, 10% emotion. When you're dealing with females, it's 90% emotion, 10% logic. They'll spaz out and end up in a whole lot of shit. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's their emotions, and they be niggas, we can't afford to do that. You feel me?
No,
we got to make logical decisions. That's why you can see most of these young niggas now, they lash out with emotion, not logical sense.
They going to handle it today.
Man, fuck handle this shit already got done. They coming back, then bust a move already without even thinking.
Yeah.
When you talk to them, they already got blood on their kicks.
Yeah.
You feel me? You damn, what the fuck? And now you breaking it down. Now they came to their senses. Like, damn, yeah, you right, big homie, but man, fuck it. You feel me?
It's already done.
If they now dealing with a man, they already know, man, I gotta make sense of this shit, you feel me? Yeah. That's why most niggas that got logical sense, they looked at like cowards, but they actually the smartest motherfucker in the room.
Because they're going based on what makes sense.
What makes sense, man. They thinking, man, they executing with a logical thought, man. Not off their emotions. Them bitches change, man. They all over the place. You feel me? At the end of your emotions ain't shit.
In Chicago, does every member have to get put on, or are they already on based on they born here, pops here, mom's here? You part of it.
You gotta break that shit down for
right,
listeners. You saying put on? I know what you saying though.
All right, let me ask you.
Like LA, you come in this motherfucker.
I was just finna bring that.
You gotta get jumped in.
You gonna get jumped.
You getting jumped in. Ain't no question. You gotta fight.
You gotta fight.
Period. You feel? I done been in some squabbles. This shit crazy.
Okay.
You gotta get jumped in. That was so back then. Like it used to be a thing.
Like hands and. Like
man,
hands was important at a certain point.
No question. Look, man, you was on observation, man. It was a time period, man. You say you want to be down, they say, man, put that nigga on observation, Joe. And observation, man, they watching you, man. Until they feel like, okay, yeah, he wanted us, he can be a part of this. Come on. And then at that point, you gonna shake up, get initiated. You gotta fight, man.
You gotta fight. So it was.
You gonna have to fight 3 motherfuckers, man. You gonna have to fight. Put it like that. You think you can get the best of 2? They gonna put another motherfucker in there. Until you get the point, but that's what's going on, man.
Okay, all right. Nah, that's a good answer to clear up, because we thought y'all didn't do that. It was only about the gun first.
No, now it's different because it's a different set of rules. You feel me? Like the streets done changed drastically, but they remain the same. It's just gang culture and streets, them 2 different things for real.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Gang culture is more protocol structure.
It's more protocol versus the streets.
Streets is anybody do what you gonna do.
You feel me? It's survival. The streets is survival. The gang was put in there for the protocol, for the structure of it. Now that shit just haywire. You feel me? Because you got it's clicked up now. And that was the one thing that they didn't tolerate back then was clicking. You feel me? Because
it's everything.
Yeah, no question. It's like, how could I click with you? We raised on 2 different sets of principles. If you a stone, your pieces ain't the same as mine. You feel? You can't eat pork. You can't move a certain type of way because it's Islam in y'all lit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Versus the guys, you know what I'm saying? Which is the folks, you feel me?
Okay.
That don't exist. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So y'all, it don't make sense. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But from the survival point of the streets, it can make all the sense. You feel me? Because we in this shit together to eat.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once again, ain't no guidance there. So we going back to the first question with the dads and the moms. You feel me? They wiped out all the dads. You see what I'm saying? Wiped them out. Only way you gonna get that contact is through jail. And it ain't gonna be your daddy, but it's gonna be a father figure. Yeah. Whether you like it or not. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It goes back to I remember when we was coming up younger, the first thing a nigga say is if a motherfucker got on your ass, what was the first response a motherfucker get? You ain't my daddy. You see what I'm saying? Because that was the first understanding of authority that we knew.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Nowadays, you get on a motherfucker ass, they say, man, you the police, man. You tell a motherfucker some real shit, man, they gonna say you the police. Because that's the only authority they understand.
Yeah. As you speak on police, have you ever been like a target based upon just your movement in the streets and it's one police or 2, they're always on you? Like, have you ever been targeted like that?
No question.
Where they
And I'm a
point you
hustler.
out, even no matter if it's
Man,
7
I'm a
niggas
hustler.
out
Hey,
there, they
look,
grab
man.
you for sure.
Hey, look, man, I don't give a fuck at what point in time you came through my block. I was out there, man. And I wasn't out there to fuck around, man. You feel me? I've never been out there to fuck around, man.
Okay.
You feel me? And the police knew this. You understand what I'm saying? It was straight, man, straight to the business. There used to be times, man, the police tell everybody else get the fuck on it. They'd fuck with me.
Have they ever tried to extort you and take your shit and just let you go? Like on some extortion shit?
That's every day, man.
He said every day.
Man, that's every day. What they find, they keep, man.
So you felt it was definitely corruption. It's the dark side of the police.
Come on, man. We talking about Chicago,
That's
man.
what I'm talking
Every
about.
motherfucker corrupt,
Yeah.
man. Man, hey, Brandon Johnson still ain't get 150,000 back, man.
Okay.
You feel me, man?
Okay. Now that's a, you know, when you think about Chicago, it's through the movies and documentaries and films we see. I got the blessing of being able to come work out there, and niggas definitely said something about.
Oh,
hey,
you
but
coming
police,
back? And you coming back?
Oh yeah, we on our way.
Oh, no
we
question.
on our way. Yeah, the police out there. One thing that I heard from multiple sources is that the police get paid for every gun they find. So whenever they catch you with weed or crack or something,
Man, that shit was so, man, look.
bring a gun.
Yeah.
In this case of disappear, just
I
bring
don't
us
even
a
know
gun.
how a nigga get to the point of talking to the police.
But is that a true
that's
thing,
the
though?
yeah, that's what it's on another level, man. Like, that's true, but I ain't never experienced that shit, man. I ain't never. Once they got me, man, what they want a gun a day off for, they got me, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, how the fuck do you get in the police car and it get to the point where they telling you got a gun and come on, man?
Drop the gun over here on such and such street.
Who is you, man? For them to even spark this type of conversation, how this even come about?
I
We
guess-
not even claiming what they felt. What is we making the deal for?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? How I get to the point where that was mine and I got a gun. Come on, man. What we talking for?
Now, have you ever heard or had any experience of knowing that this is true? That they drop off guns to y'all in vans and truck or trains, and niggas just find 50, 60, 70 guns that's just sitting there. Is that true? Have you ever heard that story?
I heard that story from reliable sources.
That it was
The
guns
took
was sitting
place.
there.
This took
Free.
place. As far as the freights.
The freight train pulled up and parked right over here.
No, they just just out the blue, stop. The freight just stopped.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, the train just stopped.
And on
in the
these
middle of
particular-
you
where the
feel, come
niggas
on,
is-
man.
and
The
it-
train just stopped, man. It just so happened to be all guns, man.
Okay.
Come on, man.
So you heard that then?
Yeah, I heard that from Reliable, but I never seen it or witnessed it to be sitting up here trying to,
Okay, to put the extras
Yeah,
on.
we ain't gonna dramatize this shit.
Okay. Now, there's a clip circulating on Instagram of KKK members talking about we drop off guns and alcohol to the niggas and let them kill themselves.
We're gonna go a little deeper than that, man. I know situations where you got ex-military and racist motherfuckers coming in our neighborhood killing, man. Blaming that shit on other sets and making, man, look, man. They call that shit, that's the real free kill, man. And a lot of these niggas kind of ignorant to it, man, but a lot of them know, man. But it's a lot of free kill going on. No
Yeah,
question.
I heard that too on
Yeah,
Instagram.
no question.
A dude was saying, hey, man, y'all think it's
man.
just them niggas? Nah,
Man, ain't no coincidence 1 year, man, all black women just getting shot down, bro. Come on, man. Do the statistics. Do your numbers, man.
And that'll make niggas go crazy about going to retaliate on whoever.
Come on, man. They know how to set the fire, man. They know what to do. They've been doing it. Man, the enemy, man, that's what they specialize in, man. Killing, man.
Yeah. You hitting it on the head for sure. I'm pretty sure they do that in all the cities. That's out their playbook.
Come on, they
Blame them niggas
love when they see that murder rate up. You know what I'm saying? Go get them a few free kills, man.
And keep that shit going.
Man, when this Donald Trump shit hit the fan, man, it exposed a lot, man. You got the good boys. See how they move from city to city and shit like that on campaign trails and all. Come on, man. Before you open up their eyes and their mind, man.
How did you or what influenced you, or what elbow room would you consider that gave you the mentality to navigate the streets like the way you navigated, to make it this far, knowing so many fail already, so many you lost out here? Like, what edge did you have, or where did you get that from? Was it passed on to you, or was it you just observed it and had to maneuver according, or what?
No, man, I was first, you know, a lot of niggas was born in this shit. A lot of niggas was sworn in this shit, man. I was kind of born in it, man. I ain't gonna say kind of, but I was born in it, man.
Okay.
You feel me? Like, my brothers, my family, man, they was the people, man. You feel me? So this shit was going on right before my eyes, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, my first-hand accounts, that's what did it, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, you're gonna get a chance to do a lot of more interviewing and get your homework together. You know, I want other people to tell their stories, you feel?
No, that's right. That's right. Have you ever had to go do time? Have you ever, like, do your cases and all that shit?
Man, I'm a hustler, man, a real street nigga, man. I ain't finna sit and say I haven't been in no, come on, man.
No,
numerous times, man.
Okay.
Numerous times, man.
Have you ever had to do long stints?
Oh, no question. Like, then every time they grab me, it's a long stint, man. Cause
did you ever do time as a juvenile and then graduated into?
Let me speak that shit crazy, cause like, I was smart enough to get away with that part.
The juvenile part.
Man, look, man, I was getting away with that shit till I was like 16, 17. To this one time, they was like, man, we ain't trying to hit this shit, man. I was just giving them all type of names and shit, man. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. And they sent my ass to the county jail when I was 16. I sat in that motherfucker.
That's your first experience?
In the county jail.
At 16?
At 16.
I mean, ain't that's juvenile age?
No, they put me on the papers being 17 and threw my ass in there, Joe. You hear me? They threw my ass in there, Joe. And I was in Division II Gladiator School, man.
At 16?
At 16, man. Gladiator School, and that's when, like, that shit was the real jail. You come in, nigga, you gotta catch fades. And it was right, it was the year, and I'll never forget that, it was the year that the GDs a lot of GDs on the low end had flipped BD.
Okay. And
I was in the midst of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I got in there, shit, I had fades to catch, cause shit, them GDs, they was, you know how that shit go.
Was there other people in there at 16?
Hell no, man. I was the only motherfucker in that 16, man. I was the only motherfucker in that 16. Everybody else 17 or better.
How long they kept you for?
Like 7 months.
In the grown people thing?
In the grown people, man. I run around that motherfucker, man.
Okay.
I had to, hey, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy.
Did being in there make you feel like you just got to be a better criminal? Or did you ever think about business when you say boss? Like, did that concept, did you think about that while you was in there?
Hell no, man. I was trying to put on for my hood, man. That's all I was thinking about.
So that was your thought
man,
process?
standing 10 toes, man. That's all I knew, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you graduated, or when you got older, then how far or how long before you had to do your next time? Like, something that's significant, some months or a year or whatever?
When I was 18.
So 2 years after that.
2 years after I got...
You weren't even hardly out a year.
Yeah, 2 years after that.
Okay.
I did 2 years in Division 11. Now I was in Division 11 with all the killers, all the niggas, all the gangsters, put it like that.
Was it a dorm or was it cells?
No, it was cells. Division 11, the White House. Then they first built, they built it like in 96. They was building it while I was locked up in Division 2. They was building
built it.
Yeah, they was talk like they was trying to build a penitentiary in the city, but then they told me they couldn't build a penitentiary.
Is it private or is it state?
No, it's county.
Oh, it's the county jail.
It's the county jail. Division 11 is the white building. Now it's like for they keep the old motherfuckers and minimum.
At the time you went in, was knives available?
Oh, no question. Ice picks, man.
Out the gate. So as soon as you get
off the gate, you getting one. As soon as you walked in. Okay. Once you figured out who you was, they made a few phone calls.
Okay.
But 9 times out of 10, like certain niggas, man, motherfuckers on the deck already knew who you was. You feel me?
Okay.
You feel me? Like that there.
Okay.
But yeah, no question, ice picks. But shit, it was so much structure, niggas really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was most you was getting it from inside.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For falling up outside them guidelines. But outside of that, hell no, man.
Okay.
But they was there though. And if it did go wherever it went, oh yeah, it was bloody.
It was bloody.
Oh, no question.
Nah,
But it never got to that point because, like I said, it was so much structure that by the time motherfucker got themselves in, man, they was on top of that shit, man. They got their ass in line, put it like that. Okay. Wasn't no fucking around. Wasn't no big ass little you shit, you feel me?
Okay. Nah, that's a thought of the way they talk about it now, and on YouTube and Instagram, nigga got a machete. This nigga got a goddamn real home butcher knife.
Oh yeah, no question. They used to break mirrors. They used to mop sticks. See, now all that shit plastic. Back then, it was just regular shit, you feel me? And you know the commercial mops?
Yeah.
They got the mop handles and shit. They taking that, turning them to ice picks.
Okay.
Motherfucker got so, man, you know the Mexicans, them motherfuckers are geniuses, man, when it comes to that type of shit. They breaking mirrors down, making swords and shit, man.
Let's fast forward and let's talk about the young dude, Yummy. Y'all was both young back then. Like, what was your first time meeting him, or like how did y'all interact or cross paths?
That was one of my best friends, man. He was part of my crew.
Yummy.
Man, no question.
Okay.
Man, come on, you do your homework, man.
Come on.
I wouldn't be here if you ain't do your homework.
Come on, but for the camera,
No,
I gotta spice it up.
No, we gotta spice this up, man. This shit is what it is, man.
Hey, so what's your first thought or your first time crossing paths with him? At what age, or was y'all in school or at the store and the apartments?
Hell no.
That
nigga broke in my homie Compton crib, man. He broke him and his brother Zoe broke in my homie Jerome crib, man. Stole his game. And
that's your first time?
That's my first time, man. He
was stealing.
Man, he wasn't stealing. He was getting his ass whooped.
Oh, he was getting his ass whooped?
Yeah, Jerome was wearing his ass out with this long ass, like a cable. He was wearing him and Zoe ass out with that motherfucker because he knew they broke in his house.
So he came outside to
come look for their ass, caught him.
And he caught him.
And weighing on their ass.
They weren't trying to run? They ain't trying
to... them niggas wasn't no running type, man. Hey, look.
Okay.
This wasn't that. It's two of them. It was two of them. You got Zoe and Yum.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you fuck with him, you gotta fuck with him and Yum. It's two of them. It was two. It was a house full of their ass, to be honest.
Okay.
But Zoe and Yum, it's a combination. You gotta deal with both of them, Joe. Wasn't no running.
Did he get his shit back?
He ain't get his shit back. He got it back in blood, I guess.
Okay, yeah, he got some
man, they sold that shit. That shit was gone.
It was
man.
gone the first day, probably.
No, I think they probably did that shit like a day before. It wasn't. If you ain't caught him with it, man, you ain't getting that shit back. But that was my first time meeting him. Cause when that had happened, I ran into him again. So they was on some revenge shit. On some, man, that's with Jerome type shit, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I had to go for what I knew, you hear me?
Okay.
Had to get on their ass. You know, I ain't gonna say like I just got on their ass, but you know, we did a little swabbling, you feel me?
A little activity. Just some little minor activity.
But at the end of the day, we was all BDs, you feel me? So you know how that shit go.
Okay. What do you think when you say best friend, right? That's one of your best friends.
No question.
What type of relationship, if you could describe it? Because we don't know nothing about them. So what type of relationship did y'all have?
We did everything together, man. It was a crew of us. You know, this wasn't like just me, Yummy. You know what I'm saying? It was.
So it was some more guys.
Man, what? Look, man. It was, and then the crazy part about it was like it was like 10 of us.
And he was part of the crew.
He was part of the crew.
Okay.
No question. But everybody had a brother.
A bigger brother.
Everybody had a brother, man.
Okay.
Except me though, at the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You had Yummy Zoe, Chris and Lee Atwood. You had Zoe and Izelle. You had goddamn Tony and Lil Sean. Then, but you had J-Mon Isha. Isha was his big brother. Okay. She was a girl, but she hung with us. Oh, she was a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Then you had goddamn Mike Pistol came later though. Pistol came a little later, but he a part of the initial. You know what I'm saying? Pistol came a little later. You had Bones, Kevin. He ain't had no brother neither. You know what I'm saying? And me.
Is that the crew that's on your arm?
Yeah.
That's the crew that's on your arm.
Yeah.
So, did y'all have a name or was it just?
No, we just was BDs, man.
Just BDs. Yeah. Have you and Yummy ever bump heads? As you know how niggas be in the crew. Have y'all ever bump head outside of y'all introduction to each other?
Small fighting.
Like disagreement,
Yeah,
argument?
I always fought and goddamn disagreed.
Yeah, shit, we were trying to find out what the fuck, you know?
No, because it's crazy because I always the motherfucker thought I knew everything, man. So
Okay.
whatever man, look, this what it is. You feel me? So I got to fight because they kind of was stupid. You know, like they ain't see as far because like them niggas was thieves.
Did he ever bring a play that you benefited off of? Or did he ever do something for you to help you out of a situation or anything like that type of value?
The nigga taught me how to drive.
He taught you how to drive?
Man, that nigga, I ain't gonna say taught me how to, but he put me in a position to learn how to drive.
Was it stolen car?
Man, stolen car. That's what he did, man.
So what y'all go in the back of the projects?
Hell no, man. This nigga, man. I used to be liking on their cousin Boo.
Okay.
So I'm upstairs in their crib, and upstairs the attic where it's a lot of beds.
Okay.
And it was one room in the front. Hold on, you gotta stop.